Lillian Nave here from the Think UDL podcast. In July of 2024, CAST came out with updated UDL guidelines, calling this new version 3.0. And I thought I'd highlight some of the big adjustments. Not much has changed at all, but a recognition of more of the whole human, not just the brain, but also the emotional part of learning is now more in focus, along with who the learner is and what they bring to the learning environment. So, for example, let's start with engagement. The previous version of the guidelines started the access section, which is the top left of the columns, the green column of the engagement column, as recruiting interests. That's what the title was. And now it is welcoming interests and identities. And this is coupled with the addition of the checkpoint nurture, joy, and play. So, both the change of wording and the added checkpoint that focuses on the emotional health of the learner are welcome additions that really seek to encompass the whole learner. Who is the learner? What is their background? What might they be familiar with? And what might they not be familiar with, too? We see that in one slight change in the wording in this section from minimize threats and distractions, the old version, to address biases, threats, and distractions. And this just opens up a bit more to understand that we all come into a learning environment with differing perspectives. And we should recognize that and also try to understand and unpack what might get in the way of learning for both the student and the learner. We see this also, this emphasis on the variability of learners carried over in multiple means of representation, which is the central column, the purple one in the middle. And it says that it should represent a diversity of perspectives and identities in authentic ways. And so that's another change that this the kind of new language brings. And you can see it throughout the guidelines under the design options for language and symbols, the middle part, the support part of the purple column in the middle. Now we also see the addition of something called address biases in the use of language and symbols. And so again, this is just really looking at the culture of the learners, the cultural background, which really can influence our perception and our understanding of what's going on. So I think that these guidelines are broadening our understanding of what's really happening with multiple learners in a learning environment. You can also see it, let me just pinpoint a few other things in the last column with multiple means of action and expression. We see the use of the words vary and honor the methods for response and navigation and movement, because people will do or approach things differently. And in the next section under options for expression and communication, we see the addition of addressing biases again related to modes of expression and communication, because we do know that some cultures are going to value the written word more than the spoken word. And that there's certain ways that different cultures will say is more important or more valuable than others. And so it's really asking us to think about where we as teachers and where our students are as learners, what we really want, what are our goals, and how are the multiple ways that a student can get there. And the last big change is that the final set or the bottom part of the columns, the final like three paragraphs or sections are now all called executive function instead of internalize. And that is, I think, another broadening to understand how we can help our learners, especially those who are still building their executive functioning capabilities. And we know that part of the brain doesn't really mature until 25 and even later if we have neurodivergent students. So in that final section, you'll see also some changes like cultivating multiple ways of knowing and making meaning, and being able to cultivate empathy and restorative practices. That's in the engagement column. And these are ways, I think, that are adding just a general understanding of who the students are. And the last thing, which is a complete addition, wasn't there before, on the bottom right-hand side, and the blue options for action and expression, is the challenge exclusionary practices. And that's, again, looking at what do we value? Is that cultural? Is that different from where the student comes from? Is there something that we're practicing that's saying only a certain kind of student can be successful in this class? So overall, there's not huge change, but it is a welcome widening of really what we're looking at in the learning environment. And I think it's a great addition and update to know that all of our learners are variable, and we should really pay attention to them.